guys, welcome back to my whatever. And in case you're new here, my name's Lady and this is my whatever, the place where I do whatever I feel like. And today, I'm going to introduce you to my kitten, or rather, kittens. I've got two. But first, I want to explain something. It was last week's video or the week before. I don't really remember. Could have been a month ago. Honestly, I don't remember. But at some point, I told you that later that week, I was going to maybe go look at a kitten. Well, that kitten, I did really want that kitten. He was so cute. He was all fuzzy, and I love fuzzy kittens, and he was a black kitten, and I love black kittens, so he was a fuzzy black kitten. He was perfect. So, I was going to drive to where I just got out of frame, sorry about that. So I was going to drive to the shelter that had him. And it was a long way away. It was about a 2-hour drive because it's a few states away. It was at least 2 hours, 2-3 hours. I don't really remember. I did all the research, but whatever. Anyway, he was a long way away and I was going to go make the trip. But before I went, I wanted to talk to somebody, so I sent emails, I made phone calls, but mostly emails because even when you call, when nobody answers, it said the best way to get a hold of somebody is to email us at yada 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 dot whatever. So I sent mostly emails trying to say that, hey, I want to come down and meet this kitten and hopefully bring him home because he is adorable. Well, I never got a hold of anybody, and finally it came to the like the day, I think it might have been the day before, and I still hadn't gotten a hold of anybody. And I'm like, okay, well, they're not open for a very big window of the day, so I would technically have to leave and start driving before they even open, and I really don't want to go down there if I haven't talked to anybody yet. Because who knows, I could get down there and for one reason or another, I wouldn't be able to take him home, I may have to make another trip, and I really didn't want to make the trip twice. So one last time, I reached out and I sent an email saying, I'm really sorry for the inconvenience, I was really interested in this cute little guy, but I really don't want to have to make the trip twice, so I am very sorry. I really hope he finds a home. Well, instantly, right after I sent that email, I wouldn't even say 5 minutes had went by after I sent that email, I got a response saying, thank you for letting us know, but he was adopted last Saturday. Like, well, one, take him off your website then, and two, why couldn't somebody have gotten back a hold of me while I was, telling you that I was interested? Because I think I had only sent like one email prior to his adoption and then all the rest were after. But whatever, so I'm really glad that I didn't drive all the way down there because it would have been completely pointless. So, my husband said I could go look at some of the shelters in my area that are, a more acceptable drive. So I was like, okay, I'll do that, but first I'm going to go online and look at. So there was one shelter that all the kittens that they had were not up. They had descriptions, but they didn't have pictures, whereas all the other shelters had pictures, and I was just looking for something in particular. I wanted a black fuzzy cat, but that wasn't necessarily what I had to have. This shelter also had a fuzzy gray kitten that I thought was cute. So I was like, okay, well, because they don't have them all, all of their photos, I'll go and I'll look. So I get down there and almost all of their kittens are already adopted and they're just waiting to be spayed and neutered to go home. Well, as I'm walking around, there is this one little kitten. Her name is Blue. She's so adorable. I wouldn't say she's short hair, but I'm not really quite sure that she passes as medium hair either. She's definitely not long hair. But anyway, she's kind of somewhere in between short hair and medium hair, more obvious when you see her with the other kitten, because he is a short hair. So anyway, she's suckling on a blanket that is in her cage, and she's like kneading it, and it's just the most adorable thing. And anyway, her story is that she was found at 2 weeks old with no mother, and she was injured, and she was actually like, she had an infection in her foot. So one day while the volunteers that work there were holding her, one of her toes actually fell off. But she's okay. She's a bit bratty. She kind of takes a little while to get to know you, but she was absolutely adorable. But yeah, she does take a little while. She'll growl for a little bit, but once she accepts you, she is so sweet. I will introduce you in a minute. So next to her cage was another cage. And in this one was a slightly older kitten named Timmy. And Timmy was definitely a playful little guy. He was running all over his cage, whatever you want to call it. It was a built into the wall structure. And so I was putting my fingers in it, and he kept biting me, and I'd move my hands around, and he'd just chase, and it was just so cute. So I was like, okay, I love them both. Now I have to pick between these two which one I want. Well, it turns out that while I was there, they were having a sale. Yeah, a sale on critters. It's kind of depressing, but it worked out for me. Their normal adoption fee was $100 a piece. That day, it wasn't that day, I think it was an entire month-long sale. I'm not sure. I don't remember. They were $10. Yes, $10. So I call my husband and I'm like, listen, there are two of them. I love them. I want them both. Can I have them both? And he's like, well, I can't really argue with you. I mean, they're only $10. If they had still been $100, he could have definitely argued with me, but $10? So anyway, I went ahead and I signed the paperwork, and I said I would be back in a couple of days because they still needed to get spayed and neutered, but the same day that they got spayed and neutered, I was able to go pick them up. So, quick introduction, once I go find them. I found one. Say hi. Okay, this was Blue. Her name is now Norah. This was a little heathen that liked to growl at everybody, and now she's just so friendly. She thinks she's a bird. No, she's gonna do, yep. She thinks she's a bird. She likes to sit on my shoulder. She likes to make a nest out of my hair if I don't, braid it before I lay down. Nope, I'm not a tree branch. Let's not do that. She's purring. But yeah, she's still, I've had her for about 2 weeks, I think it is. She still suckles on everything, and I mean everything. If she can fit it in her face, she'll suckle on it, and I feel like she's probably going to do that forever. I don't know. Norah. I think Nora's a fitting name, too. Aww. Sweetheart, you can't stay there, though. You're going to have to get down so that I can get your brother. Is that okay? Is that okay? Hold up. See if I can get her to drop down on the couch. Yep. There we go. Alright. Now I'll go find the other one. I found him. This is Toland. That is not an eye infection. He has what we were told was lesions on his inner eyelid, because cats have an extra eyelid. I don't know if I know other species do too, but I can't tell you what. But anyway, the eyelid does to help protect him from the sun's rays. Apparently he has lesions on it, so his eye just looks gross all the time, but he's perfectly fine. He does, however, have an upper respiratory infection, so he wheezes a lot, but he's won't. I was getting ready to say how quick cuddly he is, but he doesn't want to cuddle. Typically, he's very cuddly. Typically, he likes to be held and snuggle, and he likes to drape himself as a scarf across your neck while you're sleeping. Both of them like to walk on your face because they have no personal space. But anyway, his name, he was the one that was named Timmy, but when I brought him home, we renamed him Toland, Toland. And so, yeah, those are my new critters, Norah and Toland. What you doing, Toland? And in the window. That's my dog, the one that's always laying back here, licking herself while I'm recording. Say hi, Jazzy. You gonna do anything? You gonna do a trick? Ah! My hair is not a rope, you two. Oh, also, aside from these two and the dog, I have one more. This sleeping old guy, his name's Dodger. He is 13 years old. He's Mr. Grumpy. And he doesn't want to say hi. Oh well. So anyway, sorry I'm out of breath. Because both the kittens were in the basement. I had to go find them and run up the stairs with them before they tried to jump off me. And now they're going to play, now that I'm wrapping this up. Okay, well anyway, now that I'm exhausted because I don't do stairs well, and I'm honestly winded from 2 trips up and down the stairs, I'm going to go. But I wanted you to meet my critters, and now you have. So now you know you've met Norah and Toland and Jazzy and Dodger. So anyway, as usual, click the like if you like this, comment if you feel like, subscribe if you want, because I would really appreciate it. And please, share with all your friends, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!